All right, everyone. So we are off to do what is probably the very last pick of the year. Between today and tomorrow, we are expecting a frost. Probably within the next 2 nights. So I'm going to start going through and getting a lot of our annuals picked because it is Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. We also have a wedding this weekend, and so I wanted to make sure that we have a very well-stocked cooler so that we can get through the last big flower holiday of the summer season. And you can see it's kind of gray. We're expecting rain, so I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of videoing today, but I will show you the haul after we get finished, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be a little cooler and a little nicer, so I will take you along for picking tomorrow. So Nick is over here right now. He's clean picking the Mahogany Splendor hibiscus. So I want to move some of this into there. And we were out visiting Harris Flower Farms a couple weeks ago. I did notice Janice, my dear friend, had some very cool annuals in her greenhouse. And by cool, I mean like interesting. Not so much like, these are cool annuals. No. So the Mahogany Splendor hibiscus is one that I would like to get moved in kind of by the eucalyptus there, because I think it would be very helpful to have some more foliages available throughout the fall and into December. So that's going to be on the project list too for this week. We have to get this out obviously before it frosts. So I'm going to give Nick a hand and we're going to get this picked and then choose a couple strong plants to move in for the year. Okie dokie. So it's been a couple hours. We've got like 6 or 7 buckets now of Lysianthus. So went through, cut whatever was left and hoping for the best there. We've got 5 buckets of the Mahogany Splendor hibiscus. I'm going to be starting on bunching celosia in a second. We've got about 2 buckets of marigolds. So all of this stuff is going to be going into the farm cooler, and then we'll pull it out as we need it for the weekend. Also, eucalyptus needs to be picked again. The euc has been very happy this season. I think putting it into the greenhouse was a great idea. There are some of the varieties that did freeze last year that didn't come back, but for the most part, it's really healthy looking eucalyptus in here. And we did end up planting, I don't know if you can see at the back of the row there where the sawdust is, or sawdust wood shavings. We did end up planting out about another 50 back in that section, and then we're going to put the Mahogany Splendor just after that. So that's next up on the list, but first I'm going to head over to the celosia now that it's stopped drizzling, or it's, I guess, down to drizzling. It's stopped downpouring. I'm going to start pulling some of that as well. The goal today is to get off a lot of the long lasting stuff, and tomorrow's job are going to be the dahlias and the zinnias. Alright, so it is now, is it Wednesday? We are under a frost advisory for tonight, officially. I don't know if it's going to be a hard frost, but it is certainly going to be a patchy frost, which means it is the day to get the rest of everything out. Now, I'm walking here in the dahlia patch, and I will sit and talk about the dahlias, I think, in another video. It's been a tough dahlia year. It's been a lot of drought this year, and like I said, I'll do a whole another like recap video on that. But we are going to make some changes in the dahlias for next year, just because I cannot keep going on like this. It's just hemorrhaging space on the farm. While they're beautiful, they're so small. They're so small. So I'm actually just over here because we are getting frost, and because it's nearly impossible as a grower, if any of you know, especially when you're growing this many dahlias, to have every single dahlia labeled exactly correctly. So I'm going through right now and just double checking to make sure everything is in fact correct. So I'm on the last bed here. These upper rows have all been done already. On the last bed here, and like the dahlias have been picked through a little bit. So like I am going off of like matching leaves and stuff a bit here as well. But once I've got these done, I'm gonna head up. We're gonna get the celosia, the zinnias, and the dahlias picked today. We got the hibiscus, and also the cosmos. We got the hibiscus, the marigolds, the gomphrena, and the amaranth. I feel like, and the lisianthus was all done yesterday. And that, essentially, friends, is going to be the end of the annuals for this season. I'm not going to lie, it's been a long, hot summer, and I'm very ready for frost. I've even got my Christmas sweater on today. St. Nick's Tree Farm. So, I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to check back in with you guys before I get started on picking, because I forgot my tripod again. So, I might have to borrow Nick's unwilling hands as a tripod for some picking stuff, and then we'll check back in and do a bit of a wrap up on this season before, like, just after Thanksgiving. I do have some videos that I'm working on editing. We did actually take quite a bit of footage in September. We've done some things. I have a whole video about like the Downton Abbey floral exhibit at the Royal Botanical Gardens that I need to edit and get up, because not all of you are local, and so it's fun to be able to see some of that. And I am kind of working on trying to get some of the sound editing done. I don't know what's going on, that when I edit it on my computer, it doesn't seem to translate when it uploads to YouTube. But anyways, it's a whole thing. I'll work on it. No big deal. Okay, so I'm gonna get this done, and then we're gonna head to pick for the last annual picking of the season. It's bittersweet, but I'm ready. This beautiful dahlia here, this is Ferncliff Rusty. It is a mini ball dahlia. It's one of my favorites in the field. It's like this stunning raspberry color. I love it. I could grow like half a field of these and be happy. I'll never get sick of this color. Now this handful has the Joey Chantel dahlias, which you can always tell because they have like a little bit of a two-tone orange color to them. And then these gorgeous ones here are late season Camano Mordor. I adore that variety as well. They really turn kind of like a raspberry as opposed to like a hot red in the fall. Honestly stunning. Now this beautiful dahlia here, this with the kind of like lavender centers to it. This dahlia is actually called Humi. It's not Shiloh Noel. It's not big enough to be Shiloh Noel, but it's got a lot of the similar colors to it. I have been trying to get this one to bloom for like 3 years. And it finally did, and honestly, I think it's the tallest dahlia in our patch. It's gorgeous. This is a must grow, and I'm gonna put a whole row of it in next year. Now these guys in here, actually they should look like this. these are a little bloomed out. These guys are Coralie, and I do have Castle Drive as well. Now, the difference between Coralie and Castle Drive, Coralie as we get into the fall tends to pull a lot pinker. Its stems have color to it, whereas Castle Drive is very, has like green stems, and it pulls like yellowish on the very tips. So Coralie tends to also be a little bigger than Castle Drive. I found anyways in my climate, it might be a little bit different where you guys are from, but these are stunning dahlias. Honestly, they are some of my favorite. They're, again, so short this year because we've just had terrible drought. Couldn't get water into these guys fast enough. But yeah, absolutely stunning. We need a stronger pump for the irrigation next year. Now these cuties in here, these are Camano Love. They are about this big, so they're again a mini ball. In the late fall, so like October, just before frost, they are the most perfect baby pink. Genuinely love these guys. I have had these growing in my patch, I think we're going on 4 years. It's one of my heaviest bloomers. Again, even though right now they're like, you know, maybe 3 feet tall, it just pumps out flowers. They have a good long base life. I just haven't gone through and deadheaded these because I knew we'd be digging dahlias up soon. I love these dahlias. We will sell these tubers in the spring, so if you are a Canadian follower and you're looking to add just a really sweet pale pink dahlia to your patch, I recommend Camano Love all the time. It's so prolific, and honestly, look at how cute you are. You're so cute. You're so cute. I do have an empty bucket, but we're headed over to Celosia next. So that bucket's gonna get filled pretty quickly. It's not really as many dahlias as we've harvested in years past. To be honest, this field's been disappointing to me this year. But there's always next year. This plot of land has been an interesting learning experience. But the dahlias that I did pick, like, they look beautiful. We have one Thanksgiving weekend to get through, and Aunt T brought us a couple buckets as well. So we have about 6 buckets total of dahlias. I'm happy with that. We're gonna roll. See? Teresa for the rescue. For the season. Ready to say goodbye to these two. There we go. It's part 2. It doesn't look like a lot, but it actually is. A lot of flowers. Feels good. Feels good to be at this point in the season. I mean, we still have obviously stuff in the greenhouses. You can see the eucalyptus up there. But very honestly, 2025 has been a hard farming year, and I am excited to be done with it. Very excited.